the dopest production company here in South Florida.
There you go.
Tyler Perry, who? No. This is Liana Free in the house.
That's right.
Speak Easy Studios. Speak and be heard.
Welcome to the studio at 1201, where we are bringing you interesting conversations with entrepreneurs, creatives, leaders, and world changers to impact and inspire. Let's connect. So make sure to subscribe, rate, and review with all the stars. And most importantly, remember, you belong here. What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Jeanette, your hostess with the mostest, and welcome to another episode of Conversations With. I am honored to be joined, as always, by my co-pilot, the one and only Kelly Olive.
Hello, I like being a co-pilot.
Yes, yeah, I do too.
I like flying things.
Yeah, well, we're flying into some good talk today. We are joined by someone very special, Aspri. Welcome to the show. Hello.
Love this.
Yeah, we got to know. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Aspri. I'm 32. I'm a mom. Yeah, I'm a single mom. Like I'm very like stern on like that, because when I say that, it's not like a pitiful thing. It's like, no, I'm a survivor. Like I did that. Like I'm raising my child. So single mom. I own a production company called Liana Free Productions.
Get it, girl.
Nice.
Yes.
Love it. A creative and an entrepreneur.
Yes. Writer, and then I also work at a high school in like Grove Community High School, and I'm the director of their drama program.
Okay.
And I also do student services in there too as well. So I'm in there a lot, like hands-on with assisting the kids.
That's cool.
And you're going to school full-time online. I don't know how you do all that.
I am.
She's like, I got so many things. I just forget.
I forgot. Yes, I am. I'm a full-time student online with Full Sail University. Yes.
What on earth?
Yes.
When do you eat?
Forget eating, sleep.
Yeah, when do you sleep?
I
They're
sleep
both
4
important.
hours a night. 4
Oh
hours.
my
I do.
goodness. Wow.
So I try to creep in like naps here or there.
Oh, yeah.
So like when my daughter's in cheerleading practice, like I'll sit in the car and I'll like take a nap real quick. And
That's
how I
nice.
do it.
That's nice. Yeah. Did I see in the write-up that we got of you, you went to Inlet as
I
a
did,
student?
yep.
So you're teaching where you graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
Is that weird? It's like full circle.
Yeah, it is. It is a full circle. It's pretty cool. It's very interesting. Especially like with this generation of kids. Very interesting.
Say less. Yeah.
Say less. I like that.
Interesting. So,
Say less.
but no, I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, I would love something I love about our podcast is it's a conversation, and we don't know everything about you before we talk to you, because we want to learn about you while everybody else is. But something I'd love to know is, like, how did you come about opening your own production company?
Yeah.
And what is that like for a single mom who's trying to support her family, who is trying to also work a full-time job separate and still being able to operate in your passion to do something as an entrepreneur?
That was a lot.
It is kind of.
You're doing a lot.
Yes.
That was like my first time really hearing it, I guess.
Out loud.
Yeah,
Laid
out
out,
loud, right?
yeah.
I was just like, whew, how do I?
Well, what made you, let's start here. What made you want to start a production company?
Well, okay, so writing, it really was just the writing. Like, writing is just, I just love it. It's just who I am. So I wanted to create something, but I also, at the same time, didn't want to work for somebody. So I wanted to be able to create create my own content.
Yeah.
And be able to have the free will. I'm a free spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to
I hear that has something to do with your name.
Yeah. And be able to freely do what I want to do with my creations and not have to, wait for another production company.
You have full
to do it.
control.
I have full control over everything.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about the project that you recently completed.
The Rebirth.
Yes. Look at that proud smile.
Yes,
Oh,
That's my baby. Wow, that one, I started writing The Rebirth, I said 3 years ago, I will say 4. I'll say 4. I remember my first draft, because when you're like writing, your first thing is like thought dumping. You're just getting it out of here, over here. And I was up for like 24 hours, and I was still working, and my daughter was younger at the time. So, and I just got everything on paper, and then just throughout the process was just refreshing and adding things in throughout the whole time. Even with filming, like, I was still editing. Mm-hmm. Some things had to be pulled out. Some words weren't really flowing with others. So it's just like throughout the whole process, I was still writing. But I hope I answered your question.
Well, what is it about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's dedicated to domestic violence awareness. So we have these 2 couples. So we have Zoe, and then we have Carlos, and then we have Ayana, and then we have Marcel. So I really wanted to hit on all aspects of domestic violence because, and I hope I'm not rambling, like Enough, there was another one, I can't think of the name of it, but it kind of just gave me like this happy fairy tale ending, like she beats up the guy at the end, or, you know, she meets somebody else and then he beats up the guy at the end, or something, some type of fairy tale. And it's not always like that. To me, it's just, it wasn't realistic. Yeah. Like, you can't really, was it a good movie? Sure, yes, for entertainment purposes, but it wasn't, I don't think, for those who have went through it, it's not relatable at all. And I feel like as a writer, as a creator, you want to be able to connect with your audience. Yeah. Emotionally, mentally, all of that. So that's what I wanted The Rebirth to be. So I made it as realistic as possible. So for Zoe and Carlos, their relationship is more on the physical side. Well, you get all of it, the physical, emotional, mental. And then Ayana and Marcel is more of the emotional and mental side. Like, he never puts his hand on her at all. And that's true, because just because you don't see cuts or bruises on somebody else doesn't mean that they're not going through it. Abuse can be emotionally and it can be mentally. So that's what Ayana is going through in her relationship.
That's interesting. You wanted to show both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
And
Thank
so
you.
it had a great message about it, that it was more realistic. And you won some awards for it. Tell us about that.
I won at the Hollywood Film Festival. There was one in Italy, and I just won Best Feature at the Freedoms Festival in South Carolina.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
Exciting.
It is very exciting.
And then we got an award from Women in Film, too, as well.
And that means, I believe, that venue at 1201 there was a snippet featured at all those, because you filmed here.
I filmed here, and the one in Boynton too.
Yeah, the coffee shop.
Okay. Like, my best scenes are at your coffee
shop. Tell the people.
I am saying that, like, every time, like, people are watching, they're like, oh, that's a real coffee house. Like, oh, wow, you had some really nice locations. I was just like, yes. Common ground.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
We did, sorry, I think we filmed in this, I guess, what do you call that backspace with the stage?
The theater space. Yeah.
Okay, so we filmed there, and then we filmed out in the lobby too. Yeah. And then we filmed in Boynton, and we utilized all of it. And it was so fun. It was so fun and so nice.
That is amazing. Yeah. That is really cool.
I think it's amazing that filmmakers can envision like these storyboards and be able to see, okay, well, I need this scene to be at this kind of place.
And you make it happen.
Yes.
Oh, that is so cool.
Thank you.
What is because you're going to school, full time, like we've gone through the list of all the things, but what do you want to do in the future? What is the next steps?
So my overall goal is to build a studio here in Florida. So, and I want it to be I'm looking for like massive land, because one of the things was like, I was looking at even like Tyler Perry and his studio in Georgia. I was like, oh, if he can do it, I could do it.
There you go, girl. So, that's right.
Like, I could definitely do that. So that's my goal. So I'm building a studio here. But the one thing that I've noticed, Hollywood, my goal is to bring Hollywood to Florida. And honestly, there's a lot of talented people here. South Florida, just Florida in general, just all over. And they may not be like in Hollywood, but it doesn't mean that they're any less talented. Yeah. So just providing that
Where people don't have to move to California.
Exactly.
Or move to Georgia or wherever.
Yeah.
You can get it right here in Florida.
Yeah. What are the roadblocks? What are we up against?
Man.
How do you make it happen?
Okay, so I would say one of the roadblocks for me is sometimes it's self-doubt.
That imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
going around.
like, can you do this? Like, this is a lot because it's not just me. Like, I am Liana Free Productions, and I'm this leader of this company, so I have to make sure I'm right, like, all over, and like mentally. And as a creative, I feel like a lot of us creators can connect with it. There's a lot that goes on up there in our mind.
Preach.
There's a lot that
wild.
goes up there. So it's just making sure that like all of it is, contained and organized. And sometimes I can get in my head and I have to get myself out. And it's kind of, so fun fact, I call it a gift, right? And I guess it has its good side and its bad sides because with my writing, I'm able to, how do I explain this? I was explaining this to my mom yesterday. She thought she likes Spree. You sound crazy. So I was like,
We're on the journey with you. It's okay.
When I'm writing, I'm able to tap purposely like inside of my mind. And I can pull, like, if I want to feel, like, if I'm going to write, like, a sad scene.
Yeah.
I'm able to go in there, tap into that, and instantly just be one with that emotion.
Yeah, embody it to pour it out on page.
Pour it out on page. And I can do it for anger. I can do it for being happy. Whatever emotion I'm trying to portray in my writing, I just purposely put myself in that stage for me to be able to
That
pour
is a
that
gift.
out.
Yeah.
But it's also a curse too sometimes because I'm like, all right, you got to make sure like get out of it.
Yeah,
You got to get out. And actors too, I realize that sometimes they can embody their character so much that even when they're done filming, it's hard for them to snap back into
Austin
the reality.
Butler still talks like Elvis. I've heard like he can't. He dove so deep into that character that his speech is changed.
Yep,
which is wild to me.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Can you? I'm sorry. I just can't help but think people do that in life.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just can't. I mean, that's really not a fun fact, but an interesting fact that he got so much into his character. That he changed his speech because of that.
Yep.
And how in life, when we are put in, let's say, a domestic violence situation, or even a good situation, and how we change as a result of that.
Wow, that is so true. That's deep, Kel. Wow, it makes me think like what have we gone through? What have we gone through that has resulted in a change that we might not even realize?
Good or bad.
Yeah. You work with kids. You're doing drama at Inlet, right?
Yes.
What are some of the things that you've seen and experienced there? Like how rewarding is that?
It's I love it.
Yeah.
There are so many different personalities. But the one thing that I love, and from the beginning, like I wrote a handbook and all of that for them. So, but day one, I said, drama club is a safe space. I do not stand for bullying at all. I don't stand for the judgment, the little hee snicker laugh, because they're teenagers. Yep. So I had to lay that down for them from the beginning, and they respect it.
Good.
And they respect it. So it's really nice. Honestly, like when I first started, it was just really wanting for them to get to know each other.
Yeah.
So we did a couple of team building exercises. I do a lot of improv with them because they love it. Yeah, they love improv.
So effective.
Yep. And right now, they're watching A Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
The movie.
Yep.
Yes. And I have them filling out a packet for it. So but it's more from a TV's perspective, production's perspective, and like really paying attention to how he got into like how he embodied his character and the schizophrenia and how he acted when he was seeing, those three individuals that he was seeing. And it was a lot. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. And then we have a filming project that we're filming a short story for the Palm Beach County student showcase.
Oh.
So we're working on that as well. So, and we're doing like fundraising for the drama club.
You're training up little proteges to join you at your future production building site.
Yes.
Here in South Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a method to your madness.
Thank you.
There really is.
Thank you. There is.
It's not just, hey, I got to take this day job to support my other job until I can get there, but it's working congruently with it. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Wow.
I appreciate that.
Are you raising a creative child? Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Yeah?
Yes. She's so creative. She's definitely... She's more extroverted than I am, and she does competitive cheerleading.
Oh, yeah.
She loves dancing, singing. You put a piano in front of her or a guitar, she'll play it. She just tries it all.
Yeah.
I love that for her, too.
It's amazing.
I love that for her. So, really, as a parent, too, and your child, she's a creative, and I see that. So I'm also like helping her because I can see she has a lot going on up there as well. Yeah. So it's like, it's putting in practice for me, but it's also like putting in practice with her so she can grow into that. Whereas me, I had to figure it out when I was already an adult, right? So I'm helping myself, but I'm helping her as well.
You look around, you're like, where's the adult? I'm the adult. It's me. You have a support system. I remember when you came to Creator Collision, which was an event I was putting on of creatives colliding. You did not come alone, right? You came with your mom.
My mom was there. She's my bestie.
That's awesome.
I love that.
I love her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, me and my mom were like this.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Like, the only thing she does not like doing with me is shopping.
Really?
She's like, you take forever. You want to go in every single store. I was like, it's shopping. Like,
it's hard to look this good, Mom. Come on.
But no, she, ever since day one, I told her that I wanted to start my production company. She was on board. She was on board. And my parents, they're the executive producers, so they funded this project.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow.
They did. They dipped into their retirement.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because she's like,
they believe in it.
They believed in it. So that motivates me more to just keep going. And
so what's next for the?
I was gonna ask the same thing. Great minds.
So right now I'm working on a second featured film.
Nice.
Yep. And this one is going to be a nice love story. And it's going to be, I want it to be the complete opposite of Rebirth because that's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
So I just wanted the second one to be a little bit more easygoing. And comedy, I love comedy too. So
nice.
Love to laugh.
Yeah. Yes. But no, and also with that one, it's called Meet Me Where I'm At.
Like it?
Yes. And it's really, I wanted to show an example of what a slow, soft love looks like. Because sometimes also in like romantic movies you see like they hurry up and just jump into the intimate scenes, or they say I love you.
/ in real life.
Yeah. Right, in real life.
People, come on.
Side-eye.
Side-eye, I like that. Yeah.
We've forgotten, I think, what that looks like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Coming next summer. Meet me where
near you.
There you go. Love that.
Meet me where I'm at.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have a question. So if we have any aspiring young actors or actresses or stagehands or also production people, are you like, do you have your team in place, or are you always looking for new people? So what does that look like? How would somebody get involved with you?
They can just contact me.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, they can definitely contact me. If I'm looking for anything like specific, then I can call you and I say like, hey, this is what I need. Do you have somebody that'd be able to do this? Then
that's really
I'll
cool.
How do they contact you?
Oh, so you can, I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram, and it's Aspri_Frank. And then I'm on Facebook, and that's Leona Free. So Leionia Free, and that's me on Facebook. So you can contact me there. And then my my number and my emails are connected to there. So they can just click the link and just send me an email.
Wonderful.
That's cool.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be the takeaway time.
I think so too.
So, Aspri, every conversation, we want to know what, if you have any insight or encouragement, not for us, because we are already inspired by you, but for the listener at home. And so you're no longer talking to us. I want you to look in the camera and from your experience or anything encouraging you have to say, this is now for the listener. So go ahead, look in your camera and talk to them.
All I really want to say is to continue to always stay true to you and who you are, and never allow what you see or what others tell you for you to to lessen your boundaries, and you stand for what you stand for. Never allow anybody to alter you. I had to learn that because the film industry is a very complex industry. So if people are going to always try to alter your way of thinking for you to go the way that they want you to go. But if God has put something in your heart for you to do, then you stand on that for sure. And don't waver. Don't waver. And self-doubt comes with it sometimes, but sometimes we have bad days. You have your bad day, wake up, drink some coffee, whatever you need to do, and then you keep going and don't quit. And check your circle. Check the people that you are hanging around, who you're surrounding yourself, because everybody that says that they're your friend is not your friend. And sometimes people come into your life for a season.
Truth.
So
it doesn't mean anything bad about you.
Yep,
it's just a season.
Yep. Even when you're growing more into yourself, those who still think the same, they will think that you're acting different, or they can't accept the fact that you're changing. But that has everything to do with them and nothing on you. You have to continue the journey that God has put you on. So,
yep. Phenomenal.
Yes.
Yes. Snaps for that. That was so good. Yeah, I love that. Get your coffee and keep on moving forward. I like that. Yes. Coffee and keep going.
There we go.
Yeah, that is amazing. And lessons you've learned the hard way?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. I've met some very interesting people. I always say interesting because, my mom taught me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Shout out, Mom.
So I want to use, I'm like, okay, they're interesting. They're very, so for an example, there was this one man, he was like this big, buff black guy, and he went to shake my hand, but I knew he was trying to intimidate me. So when we shook hands, he purposely squeezed my hand to the fact that I can feel my bones just cracking. Yeah, it was that hard. I didn't budge though. I was like, nope, I'm not giving you the satisfaction, none of that. So I held it in, and then once again, I stayed. I felt like at that time, that's like an automatic. I could have punched you in your face.
Yeah. Bro.
I could have. I was like, but you know what? I'm not going to do it because that's probably what
he wants a reaction.
He wants a reaction, clearly. Like a clear reaction. But I'm like, nope, not going to give it to you. So I took my hand away, and then he walked away. But afterwards, I was like, ow, that really hurt. So yeah, that's when I said you stand your ground. You gotta stand your ground. Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to see what comes next. Yes. You got some cool, dope filming spots.
Yes.
Anytime if you want. And I really hope that the community that listens kind of rallies around, especially if they are wanting to get into any kind of acting, want to get in front of the camera. That's a really cool thing that we have going on with our friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Aspri, you're amazing.
Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you.
Kelly, you got anything else you want to ask or add?
No, I appreciate you having a conversation with us.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that people that watch will see you as an example. Like, this person didn't let single parenting stop them.
Self-doubt,
stop them. Anything.
Men with strong handshakes that want to crush your bones, stop them.
Yes, because whatever you allow to, whatever you let stop you will stop you.
Yeah.
And so if you've got a mission and a passion and a desire to do something, do it.
Yeah. And we want to see you succeed.
Yes.
Because you are a part of us.
Yes.
You are a part of our CG family.
Yeah.
And so however we can help, hopefully this is one step on the way to having the dopest production company here in South Florida.
There you go.
Tyler Perry, who? No. This is Liana Free in the house.
That's right. And we knew her win.
Yes. Yeah. We did. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Did you have any other social medias you want to plug? You told us about your Instagram and Facebook. Are those the mains?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Cool. No, I love it.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Yeah. Well, thank you for listening. We hope this was a time that blessed you. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you are inspired. Do not let self-doubt define you. Keep on getting your coffee and journeying through. This was Conversations With. My name is Jeanette, your hostess with the mostest. We've had Kelly Olive joining as well. And Aspri is amazing. Thank you once again. And finally, if you are not subscribed, what are you doing? We got more for you. Who knows? Who knows who the next guest is going to be? Hit the button. Go listen to past Conversations With and the other podcasts on the Studio at 1201 channel, powered by Speakeasy Studios.
That's right. And if you have a real interesting creative entrepreneur, creative somebody that you think the world needs to hear about, let us know.
Yo, maybe our next podcast is with you.
Oh,
who knows?
You never know.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, and join us for the next episode.